Good morning, garden folk. So let's talk pruners. I'm really excited. I was gonna do this when I first got them, but I was like, let me wait till the daytime. I actually wanted to really wait till I got like alcohol until you guys exactly explain how to clean them and everything. But I just can't wait to bust them open. I ordered a pair, I guess, from the front to the back. I ordered a pair of ARS. Yes. Well, not yes is part of it. ARS pruners. That's these. And AKA Felco's rival. So let's say that's gonna be the last one. Alright. So first off, we have Dram. I think they call these the mini shears. These are always my go-to, trimming like vinca, pansies, all your color, and or like some basil, all your herbaceous small stuff, cutting some basil, some mint. These are really good, made by Dram, and they're pretty dirty, but I don't know if you could tell, but they're yellow. I always go with a bright color because I've owned a few blue and green. Those are my favorite colors, but those are easily lost. Green is the same color as grass, gets lost easy, and blue is kind of dark, gets dirty and turns dark color easy. So yeah, if you get a Dram, because they offer a lot of colors, get a bright color so when you lose them you can find them, because I always lose my shears and pruners and I always find them. Not always. So these are the Dram mini shears, and they're really good for just kind of getting in there, pruning in. Let me see, can I focus in? Well, the focus is, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. These guys feel real good. I don't have the largest hands, but my hands are strong, but giving my own, boosting my own horn, huh? But anyways, these are real good. They last. I've been having these for about 2 years now. They haven't jammed on me. They stay smooth. I clean them from time to time, put oil on them. Make sure I clean them from plant to plant though. And they haven't jammed on me yet. And when they jam, got a screw and a rivet. I haven't tried replacing the blade on these. I usually just buy a new one. They're not really that expensive. Next up are my handy dandy Coronas. I used to have a regular pair of Coronas that run for like 20-30 bucks. Those are like your typical rose Coronas. They have like a spring. They don't really, right here would be a spring. Those are your typical ones you probably see. I used to have those. Those actually lasted me for like 5 years, and then I upgraded to these, and these were way smoother. I upgraded to these because I wanted to try the Felcos, but Felcos were pricey at the time that I needed new ones. So I chose this because I worked at a nursery and they had these for a discount, so I got these. And haven't went wrong. They cut stuff remarkably. They last long. They're durable. As you can see, I kind of a little bit of abuse. I've been using these for 2 years. They feel good in my hand. Forgot exactly what model number these are, but they are Coronas. I think they cut up to 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch, but I think I got the inch cut just because I use these to cut fruit trees and roses, and we were cutting thousands of roses and a few hundred fruit trees, so definitely felt good in my hands. I'd say after a few hundred, my hands started getting a little sore, but that was another reason why I upgraded, because these were definitely easier on my hands after so many hundreds of pruning branches and whatnot. Like, it matters. Trust me, it matters. Oil that bad boy up, and just I think you can change the blade, but I haven't had to do that yet. I just sharpen it from time to time, keep it oiled, and then it's back to brand new. So with that said, these are the Coronas. These right here, haven't even opened them up yet, are the ARS. It's written in Japanese, so I don't really, it's the VS8, the ARS VS8. Got it in Amazon last night, taking it out of the Ziploc bag. Bada bing, bada boom. Look, I'm not lying, written in Japanese. So Felcos, I think, are made by Swiss company. And why did I not get Felcos? Why did I get these? So I bought a sushi. It's a long story. It took me a while to decide. My friend swears by Felco. I want to go these. It's time to eat breakfast, so I had a little intermission. Sorry about that. So the reason I chose these is the story was I was shopping for a friend for a really, really good sushi knife. And the best blade cultures right now are German blades and Japanese blades. So this is Japanese. So I'm like, Felco, I think, is made by a Swiss company, which they're renowned. I got to do research. Don't quote me on that. I guess I should have researched before making this video. But I believe Felco is Swiss. ARS is Japanese, so I can't read the back on anything it says. I left that there in case you guys can translate. But these are Japanese, but these are the rival to the Felcos. A lot of people swear by these. I think the Felco, either one of these you could switch the blade and one you can't. I think this is the one that you can't switch the blade, and Felcos you could switch the blade. But I still chose these because I heard these are supposed to be so dead-end sharp that you never have to change the blade. You just keep it clean. Man, that's shiny. You got a nice, good, simple spring here. Nothing too... Oh, man. In my hands, it just glides like butter. Oh, man. Look at that steel. That's Japanese blades right there for you. I'm not tooting the Japanese horn, but that's good right there. So, kicker. So, finish the story. I didn't even choose Japanese metal for my friend's sushi knives. Oh, there you go. It's a lock right there, and looks like you can do it with one hand. Can you? Yep. One hand. I don't know if one hand unlocking it's really doable. My hand's not really that big, so for having a smaller hand, these feel really good. They glide. But yeah, so the two best blade companies are Japanese, German. I actually bought my friend a German knife. So the next one would be Japanese. I haven't really seen any German pruners. I haven't really looked them up either, but Felco Swiss, it's not German. ARS is Japanese. Japanese are known for making them strong blades. Sorry to carry on, but that's why. Oh, there we go, right there. Made in Japan. I know I like to rave and rant and talk a lot, but let me get that in there. That's the emblem right there. So I'm going to exit out now and come back with me cutting some branches with all three and show you the difference in cuts.
These are the ones I already had before I got the ARS. These are the ones I had before I had those for years. Corona is very, very good.
Alright, back on our pruner adventure. Just came out here. Gonna do some cuts and see the difference between some pruners and whatnot. Alright, so these are the Dram shears I was talking about. See if we can get in there. Let's focus on... Let's see here. Gonna do... There's that. That was the Drams. Now I'm doing the Coronas, sliced right through. Now I'm doing the ARS. Ooh, butter. I'd say the Dram sliced pretty good. I mean, the needle noses are always nice for small cuts. Coronas have been used quite a bit. They sliced, I'd say, the least butteriness, and the ARSs, straight butter. Let's try a thicker cut, because I want to prune these adeniums anyway, so let's do this. With one hand while I'm holding the camera, a little tough. Going to the Coronas, one hand while holding the camera. Dun, 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 dun. A little tough, and it looks like it wasn't such of a clean cut. It clean, but you know, not perfect. These are the ARSs. Whew, butter. Look at that, straight as an arrow. All right, I did that one. Let's do some roses, shall we? Gonna go ahead and open this rose up. So let's do the needle nose. I wouldn't use needle nose on roses unless it was like really, really small, maybe icebergs or something, but one hand camera and the other, put that down. As you could see, the cut left a little bit of leftovers. Corona's coming in now, cutting this bad boy down. Easy, less leftovers than the small needle nose Drams. Coming with the big boy ARSs now. Butter, clean cut, kind of tweaked it towards the end. Let's do another one. I'd say my hand loves the way that felt. Very easy, I can do that repeatedly. Now we're gonna go with something a little bit more difficult that I'm not even gonna use the needle nose for, but I'm just gonna straight up only use the Coronas and the ARSs, which is pruning deadwood. Don't want to use my ARSs this early in the game on deadwood, but so my Coronas are not. This is, by the way, a dead Texas ebony I tried to turn into a bonsai. Doesn't really with one hand want to cut the main branch, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut these regular branches. Pretty easy cut, snaps them right off. Let's try. I just got these ARSs and I don't really want to do this. I'm not even gonna. All right, give it a hey. Doesn't want to also cut the main branch. See how easy it cuts the small one. Ooh, butter. This is definitely a dead branch, not butter, but these cut like butter. I like these already. How does that look? My babies. I just got these in the mail a couple days ago. Alright, what else do we want to experiment on, guys? Let's cut up some rosemary. That you could still use the needle nose for. This is my Christmas tree rosemary I'm trying to grow, so obviously shape is where it's all going to be happening at. Come in with my little needle nose, you know. One hand needle nose, you know, it's like haircut and oops, sorry. Come in, cut that off. Kind of bends, not really. Alright, let's do the Coronas. Does it bend or does it just come off? Comes off. I like my Coronas, they're my handy dandies. Good price on Amazon. I've used these for years. For thousands of roses. For a lot of seeds. Sorry about that, I didn't even put that on camera. Let's get another one in there. Boom. Boom. Now let's go with the ARSs. Let me turn this so we can get an even cut. Alright. The ARSs. The ARS VS8 cuts like butter.
Let's see if we can get it in there. Yes. 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 Alright, before I get too carried away and take away the sheep, I'm trying to do a Christmas rosemary tree. What else do we want to try? Let's try some citrus. Alright. Citrus. Not gonna use needle nose on these. I'm just gonna use my Coronas and ARS. Small branches. Of course, Corona's gonna handle that easy. ARS's. Butter. Man. Can they cut a big branch? Butter. Yeah, I really do like these actually. Still gonna keep my Coronas for all my dirty work, but definitely these cut like butter. So you guys are asking me how's it compared to the Felcos. I'd say they probably cut the same or better as Felcos, but I've known a lot of people to have Felcos and these feel lighter in my hand. Very much lighter. They're not heavy as far as weight goes. I guess I'm gonna double check the schematics on that, but they feel lighter. They feel like they squeeze better. The spring on the ARS's, it just seems simple. See how long they last, or maybe I'll come back in a few months and give you guys an update. That was the ARS spring. This is the Corona spring. Kind of, you know, doesn't really look like I can figure that out if I wanted to make one. But this seems pretty simple, but pretty sure I'd make my money back with these before I need to replace them. I'll just buy a new one instead of getting all complicated. But if I can replace the blade or fix them, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But between the three, I like them all. I like my needle nose just because they're like scissors. I like my Coronas because it's my down and dirties, thousands of roses, do my dirty work, keep them clean. And I just got the ARS VS8 and they cut everything like butter as far as I'm concerned right now. Give you guys an update, but that's it for right now. Alright, garden folk, check you later. There's the different hand releases on all these pruners. Let's start with the Shears. They start off pretty easy, but I noticed I had a few of these and they kind of get jammed after a while, and they either be hard to open or hard to close. Luckily these are hard to close, that way I don't really have to break them open, because if I can't get them open I can't use them, but if I can't close them they're still usable. They just kind of stay like that. I don't keep these in my pocket because they tend to poke holes in my pockets, so these are definitely not the pocket variety. Next is the Coronas I'm talking about. This is actually feels really good, really easy. When I started using the ARS, the closing mechanism kind of was a little bit of effort to do, which I noticed these after a couple of years still is effortless. Bada bing, bada boom. But what I also at the same time was complaining, I found out what's cool about the ARS is these, after a few uses, it did slide in there a little easy. Still take a little effort. Right at this moment, got to do a little squeeze. I was thinking about squeezing some oil right down in there so it's easy. But what I did notice, which if you've seen right there, and then fingerless open mechanism. Bada bing. Hack, 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 hack. When you're tired, close it. Bada bing, hack, 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 hack. So that's the release on all these guys. See, lift up, hot, hot. Close, it closes. Just kind of gets jammed with dirt and whatnot, but see now, can't get it closed. This one, I'd say, is the all-around pretty good one. Find this 20 to 30 bucks on Amazon. Easy peasy. This one was 41 on sale. It's your upper grade, usually like 60 bucks. That's the three Coronas, Drams, ARS. Over and out, garden folk.